All right, shalom. This is Khalasi Amba Yasha from the Lions and the Yasha camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakakadash Mama. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. It says, Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. I brought that scripture out because a couple reasons, right? People feel like they're in good case, you know, now. Like you got gas prices going down. Well, they're actually kind of fluctuating, but we're in a time where like victuals are becoming cheap. You have your stores like Five and Below, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, you know. And what is our Walmart slogan? Everyday low prices. All right, get you into the mood of a comfortability of buy, like like a bear market. And you've had that time that happen from time to time, right before a crash, a market crash. All right. You had back in the .com boom, .com bubble days, where everybody was trying to get you to invest in the internet's a thing. You know, and we can make money off the internet. We could do this, we could do that, and boom, the .com bubble, the AOL thing crashed. All right. Then right after that, about 10 years after that, you had boom, automobile industry crash. Obama gave the bailout. Housing industry crash. They helped them out. Then these big companies they crashed, and what happened? They were getting bailouts. So with these bailouts that they were getting, right? They have faith in the dollar because they were being bailed out by the dollar. So the one thing that hasn't crashed that's left to crash is the dollar. So once the dollar crashes, there's no way, see what happens is when the market crashes, you'll have somebody like China, because China saved their ass, saved the United States a few years ago. That's how they came up with the Chinese eminence domain, because China bought out a lot of America's debt. China was bailing America out. So, because they all had faith in the dollar, they didn't want America to fall and the dollar fall, and they weren't ready to start a new trade, use a new currency. So now, what happens if the dollar collapses? Then they have nothing. They have nothing to raise the interest rates on. They have nothing. I mean, that'll be it. They have nothing to bail them out with. They can't They can't use your own money if your money's not worth anything. So there'd be nobody to bail the system out. The system was set up to fail. All right. So you have your stores like Five and Below, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar that could sell things, cheap. You get a lot of inexpensive things. Walmart, we got Rose and Save a Lot here, buy cheap groceries. But the thing about it is, all that's going to come to an end real soon. Like everybody thinks they're in a good case, but we're in a recession, right? And next thing is going to happen is the market crash, all right? And because the system has to try to fix itself some type of way. So, and you have a lot of investors that are doing bearish. What is it called? Bearish marketing or investing, bearish investing, to where like right now, like say they're always play their investments according to a bear market. That's how they invest their money. That's how they deal with their stocks. No matter if it's in a bull market or no matter what it is, they always do their investing in a bear market kind of a way. So there's this one dude over there in London. That's how he's doing everything, dealing with the stocks, dealing with the United States. Because he said 2019, 2020 is going to be the biggest crash in history. That's going to affect the whole world. So this dollar of America is about to fall, man. Esau is about to fall. Let me get a scripture real quick before I go back to this. This is James chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries," because that's what these stockbrokers are going to be doing, weeping and howling for their miseries, man. It's going to be like that one time when everybody was jumping out of that hotel room building. All right, it says, "That shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt. Your garment is moth-eaten." See, the money, this dollar system that America has built, the so-called white man, who is Esau, has built, is a corrupt system, and it's crumbling. So, you know, it's based off of fiat currency that doesn't even really exist. The system and faith is, they have faith in the dollar, so they created a system to uphold and the dollar and give the dollar value. All right, it says, "Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire, and ye have reaped treasures together for the last days." So this, you know what I'm saying, and the so-called the fake Jews, they got all the gold. The Rothschilds, they got all the gold, and that shall be, the rest of it shall be a witness against them when Yahweh Shem Yahushua shows up. All right. So now, so going back to Second Ezra 16 and 21, it says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." I got a friend of mine who just recently moved to China to become an English teacher to teach them Chinese people how to speak English. And I was talking on a Facebook chat with them, and they were like, "Yo, you know," because they had a little bit of money in the bank when they came over, so they had the money transferred, and apparently right now, the yuan is $1 equals 7 yuans. All right. So they were all excited about it, like, "Oh, I got much money over here," and they were all excited, you know. And I'm like, "Yeah, you just don't know about what's going on between China and America when it comes to the trade market. All that's going to reverse. You know, you're happy about the American dollar. It's about to crumble, you know. And China's going to be one of the ones to help crumble it. So, I mean, the crash is going to happen anyway. And they're going to try to figure out something to blame it on. If Trump gets impeached and the market and the market crashes, they're going to be said that's the reason. You know, if he doesn't get impeached and gets another term, serves another term, that might uphold the market a little bit for a little while, but it's not gonna stop the inevitable. You know, it says, "For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." Because, all right, you're gonna have people that are not gonna take that chip. That don't mean they ain't gonna make it. You're gonna have people that don't believe in you. How about you're gonna have some Edomites that won't take that chip, but they're eventually gonna, you know what I'm saying, die of hunger. And those that take the chip, the sword shall destroy them, because the Most High said that the ones that take the chip are doomed, man. It says, "And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down." So it's going to be a very chaotic time once this market crashes, and they implement the RFID chip to fix it as a new form of currency. Because they're all going to a digital type of currency. That's why they're setting up the blockchain system. All right. It said, "There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it." All right. All right. Well, that was the point up there in verse 29, or 21 all the way to 23. So basically, that's just it, man. The market is about to crash. It's already crashing. It's going toward a downward spiral. So, you know, so I mean, America's gonna, this which is gonna affect the world, the global economy. And you hear people talk about, you got to watch certain news channels. Like the Elder been making videos about this for the past, I don't know how long. And nobody's really talking about it, but this is one significant thing that has to happen in order for the RFID chip to be implemented, because the scripture said he cannot buy nor sell save he who have the mark. They can't be operating off a dollar-based debt system in order to implement that chip. It has to be some form of cryptocurrency. So they have to get the American dollar out of the way. And the only way to do that, you have to crash the American economy. So what's going to cause is a global economic setback, right? And so they're hitting the reset button. And when the reset button, they're going to implement the RFID chip. All right. With that being said, I hope this letter was edifying and served the purpose. So like I say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakwadash, my mouth. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Arkim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.